All right, Winter Storm Bobby, about 12 hours away from ramping up here across Connecticut. It's going to be a high-impact storm across Connecticut. Traveling of any type tomorrow, flying or driving, certainly discouraged. Flights probably, I know, have already been canceled for some airlines. We've got, heavy snow that's going to lead to poor visibility, rates at 1 to 2 inches an hour, perhaps even higher than that. Blowing and drifting of snow. We can't rule out even some thunder snow. Yes, thunder is certainly a possibility based on how this storm is tracking and given how fast it's going to be intensifying. Coastal flooding, not a major concern given the wind direction with the upcoming high tide cycles, but power outages certainly could be problematic. Now, we do have some snow across the state currently. This is unrelated to Winter Storm Bobby. This is with a cold front that's been moving through, and the snow showers will continue on and off through the course of our Friday afternoon. Temperatures now range from the upper 20s to low 30s inland, between 30 and 35 along the shoreline. Temperatures won't be moving a whole lot, and the winds are relatively calm, light and variable here in the noon hour. That, of course, will be changing in a dramatic fashion over the next 24 hours. So from 36 stories up in our capital city, 30 degrees in Hartford, the visibility certainly reduced with some snow coming through now. But again, this pales in comparison to what's on tap for tomorrow. Our view from New Haven, 34 there, west wind at 3, and from New London, currently dry, but certainly overcast region wide. And you can see more scattered snow showers off to our west that will continue progressing in our direction. So the front is moving through, and behind it, even colder air. So while we're in the 20s and 30s now, tomorrow we're going to likely spend much of the day in the teens, and then you factor in the wind, it's going to make it feel more like the single digits, if not even below zero. So high pressure is going to build in, and that's going to lock in the cold air as this coastal low continues to develop. We've got energy that's transferring off the coast. This will rapidly intensify. And if we see rapiding of 24 millibars, a drop in pressure in 24 hours or less, then we'll have bombogenesis, and that's certainly in the cards as the storm develops and passes offshore. So here's the latest from the European model showing that explosive development. We'll stop the clock at 1 p.m. tomorrow because that's when the storm center is closest to southern New England, due east of Nantucket. So you see the tight packing of those lines, or those are isobars, and that's going to indicate that strong northeasterly wind, the strongest of the wind, and as well the heaviest of the snow to the northwest of that center. So eastern Massachusetts, the Cape and Islands, but as you head farther west, that's why the snowfall gradient here in Connecticut's going to go down as we head toward the western part of the state. As we head into Saturday evening, the storm center lifts up toward the Gulf of Maine, taking the clouds and snow with it. So Sunday will be a much calmer day, also one featuring a lot of sunshine. So 4 to 8 inches as you head toward the New York border, 91, the greater Hartford and New Haven areas, 8 to 18. Generally speaking, probably at least a foot of snow, if not more, and then 18 inches, a foot and a half, perhaps higher than that throughout eastern and northeast Connecticut. So winds this evening, not a big deal. It's as that storm rapidly develops and heads up in our direction, we'll start to get those gusts around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, perhaps 35, 45, 50 miles an hour. New London, perhaps some gusts close to 60 as we head through the day tomorrow, and then as we make our way into Saturday evening, that storm lifts away, the winds come down a little bit in intensity. Sunday's certainly going to be breezy, nowhere near as windy as tomorrow. So for our Saturday, here's wind chill values. If you're going to go out, try to stay ahead of the storm or keep up with the storm with some shoveling or some snow blowing, wind chill values all day, near if not below zero. And then by early Sunday morning, if you're going to get out and do some cleanup, then wind chill values 10, 15, 20 degrees below zero. So a dangerous combination of cold and wind, in addition to all the other dangers outlined with Winter Storm Bobby. For Sunday, again, lots of sunshine. We're starting next week quiet as well. We'll start Monday in the single digits. By the afternoon, warm back to the low 30s. Then by Wednesday, we're in the 40s. By Thursday of next week, near the 50-degree mark for shoreline highs. Initially 20s tomorrow, but then dropping. And that wind, of course, makes it feel colder, breezy, 26, mostly sunny on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Mark.